Grupo trapped the arm, blocked the black hole triangle, and nearly finished the armbar. But Lefevre stayed calm, broke the triangle, and escaped at the very last second. Let's break this down. Watch how Grupo turns a simple hook battle into the Kimura trap that starts this entire sequence. Grupo starts with seatbelt control. Grupo lifts his right foot off the mat and tries to insert the hook. Lefevre immediately pulls his right knee up to his chest and places his right arm down to block the foot from coming in. This is why the first battle from back control is often not the choke. It is a hook battle. Lefevre is using his knee, arm, and shin control to stop Grupo from building the lower body control he needs. Grupo rotates to his right and brings Lefevre with him. At the same time, Grupo presses the inside of his left knee against Lefevre's left shoulder. Lefevre uses the back of his upper arm to push against the left shin and block that side too. Grupo starts raising his left foot off the mat. Lefevre follows the leg with his arm and keeps pressure against the shin to block. Then Lefevre wraps his left arm around Grupo's shin and grabs the top of his thigh for control. He is still blocking the other side with his right knee and arm. This is a switch that changes the position from back control to a Kimura trap. Grupo goes to raise his right knee and Lefevre follows with his right arm. As Lefevre raises his right arm to his head, that gives Grupo the opening to release the seatbelt. Grupo immediately grabs Lefevre's right wrist, then Grupo grabs his own wrist and establishes the Kimura grip. Grupo does not randomly abandon the seatbelt. He switches because Lefevre's right arm comes high. Once the arm raises, the wrist is available, and the underhooking arm from the seatbelt is already in position to complete the Kimura grip. Lefevre builds the S-grip defense, but Grupo uses his leg to break the grip before attacking the arm. Lefevre brings his left arm up and establishes the S-grip. When he does that, he brings Grupo's left leg up with him, and Grupo's knee is inside the S-grip. Grupo kicks his left leg out, forcing the S-grip to break. This is a great example of not trying to solve every grip fight with your hands. Lefevre's S-grip is strong, so Grupo uses his leg to break the structure first, then keeps attacking the arm. As Lefevre's hands come apart, Grupo keeps his left knee pinned to Lefevre's shoulder and chest while maintaining the Kimura control. Lefevre reaches across his own body with his left hand and secures the S-grip again and brings his right knee up. Grupo throws his left leg over and across Lefevre's body. At the same time, he slides his right heel up Lefevre's stomach and crosses his ankles. Lefevre briefly puts his right leg down, then explodes both legs upwards and traps Grupo's left foot. Up to this point, Grupo's elbows are still mostly extended while he has Kimura control. Lefevre tries a couple times to break Grupo's grip, was unsuccessful. After Lefevre's last attempt to pull and break the grip, Grupo pulls his arms up and brings Lefevre's right elbow to his own chest. That gives Grupo much tighter control. When Grupo's elbows are extended, Lefevre has more room to pull and fight the grip. Once Grupo brings Lefevre's elbow to his chest, the arm becomes much harder to recover because the control is tighter and closer to Grupo's body. Grupo turns the Kimura trap into the black hole triangle by freeing his foot and locking around the shoulder line. Grupo brings his right foot out, followed by his left foot. He throws his left leg over Lefevre's left wrist and locks the triangle. Once the black hole triangle is locked, Grupo is not just squeezing with his legs. He's using the triangle to trap Lefevre's shoulder line while his arms attack the isolated arm. That is why Lefevre has to solve both problems at once. Grupo removes his left hand from Lefevre's right wrist and threads his left arm under his own right arm and hugs Lefevre's right arm with both of his arms, going elbow deep with his left arm around the right wrist. This is the grip break inside the black hole triangle. Knee pressure down and back extension. Grupo applies downward force with his left knee on Lefevre's left wrist. At the same time, he extends his own back. This combination breaks the S-grip. Right here, Grupo has the black hole triangle locked, double underhooks on Lefevre's isolated arm, and Lefevre still has his left hand inside Grupo's left knee. Notice, Grupo has a fierce look on his face, and Lefevre looks as relaxed as can be. That is a great display of how staying calm under pressure is essential to being successful at this level. Lefevre pulls his left hand out, reaches across his body, and pummels under Grupo's right ankle. As Grupo goes to adjust his hands, Lefevre pulls his right arm to his head. He rotates to the left and uses his left hand to lift the right ankle and trap the right foot. During the roll to the left, Grupo regained the Kimura control and Lefevre re-established the S-grip. Grupo again establishes an elbow deep underhook on Lefevre's right wrist with his left arm. Grupo uses his left arm to penetrate the S-grip as he leans back, but Lefevre slips Grupo's grips again and pulls his right arm to his head and across his own face. Grippo leans forward and quickly locks the Kimura again. Now Lefevre has his left arm up and pulled over his right arm, and he's grabbing his left bicep with his right hand. Grippo goes from Kimura torque to armbar extension, but Lefevre is already setting up the escape. Grippo pulls and torques the Kimura. That causes Lefevre's right hand to slip off his left bicep. Grippo goes to extend Lefevre's right arm for the armbar. Lefevre pummels his left arm under Grippo's right leg. As Grippo frees his right leg and adjusts his angle for the armbar, Lefevre grabs with 4 fingers over the instep of Grippo's left foot. The black hole triangle is still locked at this point. Lefevre escapes because he attacks the triangle and the armbar at the same time. Grippo is trying to finish the armbar and is close to full extension. Lefevre simultaneously pulls Grippo's left foot, puts his knees to his own butt, and lunges forward to push Grippo's left leg up and away. That breaks open the black hole triangle. This escape works because Lefevre does not only run from the armbar, he attacks the lock and makes the armbar dangerous. By pulling the foot, bringing his knees in, and driving forward, he breaks the triangle structure before completing the hitchhiker escape. Grippo immediately throws his left leg over Lefevre's head. Lefevre points his left thumb down, he scissors his legs to the left and executes the hitchhiker escape. Lefevre comes up to his knees, gets a knee inside, and reestablishes a neutral position. The key takeaway is that this entire sequence is a chain reaction. Grippo starts with back control, but Lefevre blocks both hooks. When Lefevre's right arm comes high, Grippo immediately switches from the seatbelt to the Kimura grip. Lefevre keeps building S-grip defenses, but Grippo uses his leg positioning, knee pressure, and back extension to keep breaking through the grips. Grippo locks the black hole triangle and attacks the isolated arm, but Lefevre stays calm, keeps adjusting the trap foot position, and eventually attacks the triangle and the armbar at the same time. That is what opens the escape. Lefevre pulls the foot, brings his knees in, breaks the triangle, turns the thumb down, and uses the hitchhiker escape to come back to a neutral position. Grippo keeps turning every defensive reaction into the next layer of attack, but Lefevre never panics. He keeps solving the position one piece at a time until he can break the triangle and escape the armbar.
And that is the lesson on both sides. Grippo shows how dangerous the Kimura trap is, and Lefevre shows how important it is to stay calm and keep attacking the structure of the finish.
If you want more breakdowns like this, watch the next one. Keep studying the details.